All right, let's talk about the AI tool that's suddenly everywhere, Google's Nano Banana. If you're a creator, you've probably heard the buzz. So we're going to dive right in and figure out what all the fuss is about. People are calling it the most consistent model ever. I mean, that's a huge claim, right? It suggests a massive leap forward in AI image generation. So today, we're going to unpack exactly what it is, why it's blowing up, and most importantly, how you can start using it right now. So, what is this thing? It feels like it just dropped out of the sky and completely took over the internet. Let's get to the bottom of it and start with the basics. Okay, first things first, what are we actually talking about here? Now, you've probably heard the name Nano Banana floating around, but that's not its official name. The real name is a little more, let's say, corporate. So, Nano Banana is basically an AI model from Google DeepMind that's built right into their Gemini platform. What does it do? Simple. You give it a text prompt, you just describe what you want, and it can create a brand new image or edit one you already have. It's kind of like having a professional photo editor who just listens to your instructions. And this right here is the secret sauce. This is why everyone is so excited. You know how with older AI tools, you'd ask for a person and get someone with like 7 fingers? Or the style would be all over the place? It was so frustrating. Well, Nano Banana fixes that. It's all about consistency. You get clean, high-quality results that actually look like what you asked for. That alone is a total game changer. And that one word, consistency, is why this thing has gone absolutely viral. Seriously, this isn't just a flash in the pan. There's a really solid reason why creators are flocking to it. It really boils down to 3 things, kind of a perfect storm. First, you've got that unmatched consistency we just mentioned. Then it's incredibly fast, and get this, it's accessible. And finally, people are seeing how incredibly useful it is in real-world projects, which is creating all this viral buzz. And we're not just talking about a little bit of buzz. The interest is massive. I'm talking a 10 times spike in people searching for it, looking up tutorials, all in just the last month. That's not growth, that's an explosion. And this chart really puts it into perspective. Look at that. It's not a gradual climb. It's a rocket ship. Last month, it was a tiny blip. This month, it's a skyscraper. It went from being this cool little tool for insiders to a mainstream phenomenon, like overnight. And if you go on Reddit or YouTube, the reactions are just wild. People are losing their minds over it. You see comments like this all the time. Just one word: insane. It's that wow factor, that feeling like you're using something from the future, that's really driving this whole thing. Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, this sounds awesome. How do I try it? Maybe you want to make some killer thumbnails for your YouTube channel or just mess around. Well, the best part is, it's ridiculously easy to get started. It's literally just 4 simple steps. You don't have to download anything, which is great. You just go to the Gemini website, pop in your image, type out what you want to change, and hit generate. That's it. You're off and running. Okay, but here's the most important tip I can give you. The real power is in your prompt. Seriously, the quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of what you put in. So be specific, be descriptive. Think of your prompt as your magic wand. The more detailed your spell, the better the magic. All right, let's get practical. For all you creators out there, let's talk about some pro tips for using this to seriously level up your content. Check this out. Depending on what you're trying to do, you can use specific keywords in your prompt to get exactly what you want. Need a really cinematic feel for an intro? Try adding cinematic style or low-angle view. Want a thumbnail that just screams "click me"? Throw in something like "add dramatic explosion" and neon text. You see how it works? It's all about guiding the AI. And here are a few more quick hacks. You can actually batch create images for a whole series to keep your branding consistent. For thumbnails, a great trick is to ask for high contrast edits. They really stand out. And a big question people have? Yes, it's generally safe to use for commercial stuff, which is a huge plus. So let's zoom out for a second. We have this tool that's incredibly powerful, and it's also incredibly easy for anyone to use. What does that actually mean for the future of creativity? Well, here's the big takeaway. Nano Banana is basically democratizing professional-level image editing. Think about it. What used to take hours of work and expensive software, plus all the training to learn it, can now be done by anyone in seconds. That completely changes the game and lowers the barrier for who gets to be a creator. And that leaves us with one final question to think about. When creating something that looks amazing is this easy, when that technical skill barrier is just gone, what comes next? What kind of new ideas, what new forms of creativity are we going to see? It's pretty exciting to think about.